everyone, and welcome back to Satisfactory. So today is December 17th, but we're not going to be doing any Fixmas stuff. Today, we're actually going to be sending off our Phase 3 Project Assembly Space Elevator parts. So I have all of these completed. I actually set up a temporary rubber, a temporary plastic, and temporary setups for all of those, just using the dimensional depots and basically throwing the resources into storage containers and then manufacturing them and slooping them, of course. So I wanted to do this because there are some mission critical things we need to unlock in milestones 7 and 8. So we are going to send these off. Seal that up. It's a big moment. It's where we get on to Phase 4, which used to be the end of the game.
Welcome to the Project Assembly Pioneer Progress presentation. Congratulations, the Phase 3 project part shipment is finally ready for delivery. On delivery, Phase 3 will be completed and the main body will be constructed. You should know how this works by now. You'll get access to Tiers 7 and 8 in the hub. In fact, perhaps you should just go look at the technologies there yourself. It's all laid out so that even a monkey could understand it, so you should have no issues.
Thank you,
Speaking
Ada.
of which, I don't think you need a reminder about project parts. Instead, I will be providing some interesting facts. Did you know the average pioneer succeeds at saving the day? Did you know the average pioneer knows how to optimize pipe throughput? Did you know the average pioneer stays late at work because they care about humanity? Anyway, I thought you might want to know more about your peers. Good luck in Phase 4.
How many pioneers have there been? Thank you, Ada. Come on, get me all the way up here before it sends it off. Main body completed. Achievement for Phase 3. Oh yeah, clear the clouds. There we go. Clearing the clouds. Yeah, we're gonna take a photo real quick. Look at it go, oh my gosh. So much new stuff. Alright, so apparently that is the main body. And that's it for Phase 3 of Project Assembly. I'm gonna take another picture, just because I can. Oop.
Phase 3 of Project Assembly completed. Fixit's predictions indicate pioneers should generally reach this point faster with above-average results, but we should all adjust our expectations according to the situation. It is understandable. The pressure and complexity will only increase from here, so be sure to take on Phase 4 with efficiency and competence.
Alright, Phase 4, here we go. Now we have Tier 7 and Tier 8. So in Tier 7, we're going to get access to aluminum resources, of course. So we need computers, heavy modular frames, motors, rubber. We'll have all that good stuff. The Hoverpack Mark III, which we definitely need. So I'll probably make, the next facility I want to make is a computer and circuit board facility because I don't have those just yet. But the reason why is because on the Satisfactory Modular, I set everything up in there, and we really need Mark V belts to do some of those things. Even more importantly, 3 more inventory slots. What we need is this, the blender. The blender is going to be absolutely mission critical because we need to make diluted fuel, turbo fuel, and then rocket fuel. So rocket fuel is going to propel us all the way into Tier 8. It's going to be the main horsepower behind giving us access to our nuclear facility, because I am going to do nuclear power, of course. Aeronautical engineering, our drones, going to be crazy important as well. Advanced aluminum production, which is the resource well pressurizer. This is going to be very, very important to my future computer setup, because it is on the coast there, which is where we have a oil well. And I need this. This is going to be like the main centerpiece of that facility. Leading edge production, the Mark III miner. Huge, absolutely huge. We need that now. So we need to have supercomputers and fused modular frames. Both of those things, very difficult to build. Particle enrichment, so we can make our plutonium fuel rods. The plutonium fuel rods are what is going to power all of our drones, because they are the best, most efficient fuel source for drones. It's going to irradiate the entire planet, but I'm okay with that. And of course, the Hoverpack Mark IV. So all of these things are crazy expensive. I mean, computers, heavy modular frames, not that bad. Then you get to the Alclad aluminum sheets. All right, some more Alclad sheets. I mean, it gets pretty crazy pretty fast. Tier 7's not too bad, but Tier 8 is like, this is going to be rough. So if I go ahead and grab all the stuff out of here that we have, and then we're going to grab everything out of here that we have as well, because we need computers. I'm going to go ahead and grab the supercomputers, might as well. Heavy modular frames, we need motors. I'm going to grab the turbo motors out of here too. Fused modular frames, we have a couple. I don't think we have any air filters. What else do we need? Sorry, we need plastic. Let's grab as much of that out of there as we can right now. Rubber, I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. And let's start with our bauxite refinement. So I'm gonna load everything up, see how much we can get done here. There we go, there we go. So we need 250 motors. It's gonna take a while for those to fill up. So Hoverpack Mark III, massive. We need encased beams, which we're making, of course, and then reinforced iron plates. We're also making all of those. So we can, oops, I guess we need more reinforced. We need 600. All right, we'll give those a second to replenish as well. Let's go back to the motors. Where do we need motors at? Here. Motors, Hoverpack Mark III, got that. Hazmat suits. A gas filter. I don't think we have any gas filters. No, we're gonna have to make some. That's okay, we can have that. We need some quick wire. Let's go grab that out of there. Motors, just grab some more reinforced iron plates. There's those. Quick wire. Reinforced iron plates, we're good there. And then this is the blender. So I hope to God we have enough stuff. And we do. Okay, so we have enough for pretty much everything here. Gas filters. I even make those. I think I make those in the. Yeah, let's see. I think I make them in the equipment workshop. Gas filter. What do we need here? We need coal, and we need fabric, which I can make fabric now. I guess from. I need polymer resin to make fabric. Because I can make synthetic fabric now. I actually unlocked that in the MAM, so that was here under mycelia right here. It is fabric and polymer resin to make synthetic fabric. So I can make that. We could make 34 fabric. How many? And we need 2 fabric, so that's like 16. And we need 50. All right, we're not going to be able to get this right now. I'll have to go grab some mycelia and some other things to make these gas filters. I'll eventually automate these because I'm definitely going to need the ionized infused filter for sure. Now let's go ahead and look at tier 8. Aeronautical engineering is probably the most important one. Nuclear power is going to be a minute. Advanced aluminum. This is also very important because I need that rail pressurizer. We definitely need this as well. So I think I can wait on all of these things, but I need these 3 because this one right here, the Mark III miner, that's going to get us. That's going to propel us to the end of the game and let us get that 1,200 resources per minute that we need when it's fully overclocked. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get the belt until tier 9. Let's see if we can load this up. Oh yeah, we just need more motors. And then we need the radio control units, which I think we haven't unlocked them yet. I need to make a crystal oscillator factory as well. All right, let's go ahead and grab these. Let's make some wire. I need 3,000 wire, I think. Ooh, so much. Now, fused, we have enough fused aluminum frame, or fused modular frames, which is awesome. We do not have enough supercomputers, not even close. So we're gonna need 90 supercomputers, which I don't even know where I unlock those. It's gotta be one of these. This one, supercomputer. This is where I unlock that and the radio control unit. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and send all of these off in tier 7 besides the hazmat suit. I'll get working on making those gas filters on the side just so we have them. And then with tier 8, we need to make the radio control units for all of these, which I will do. And then we're going to have to make supercomputers somehow. We have enough steel pipe. And we're almost at enough wire. The hover pack Mark III from the Progressive Hover Pack mod.
Milestone reached. The hover pack draws energy from nearby power connections, and so can only be used in their vicinity. It provides an excellent vantage point of your work, which you clearly need. Otherwise, you would have optimized that obvious problem by now.
Gosh, Ada is just the worst. Why is she so mean? Anyways, the Mark III is actually just the vanilla hover pack, which, oh my god, it's so much faster than the Mark II. I love it. And then the Mark IV hover pack, which is also in the Progressive Hover Pack mod, just increases everything by an extra 50%, I think. So it'll be nice. Not only, the reason why I want it is because it actually increases the distance at which it works with electrical lines. So you can actually go a lot farther, and it's still connected. That's probably the most important part of it for me. Now there's another mod where the hover pack will change how far it can go based on the tier of power pole. So if you have a Mark II power pole, you can go like, I think it's like 33 or 50% further. If you have like a Mark III power pole, you can go like 100% further. The reason why I like the Progressive mod over that mod is because number one, you get the hover pack way sooner, so it's a lot easier to do stuff. And number two, the second mod where it goes off the tier of the power pole, it doesn't work as well as I would like it to work. Most of the time, whenever you're going, you can see the check mark there. Basically tells you how close you are and if you can connect to a power pole. So with the other mod, sometimes that will actually disappear. And, oh, I actually don't have any liquid biofuel. I got enough to get over there. So it'll tell you, hey, you're coming close to like the end of the distance that you can go, even if you're connected to a Mark III, and you can still go a lot further. So there are just some bugs with that mod that I don't really like. It kind of makes it not as usable. So I just prefer the progressive mod instead. And I don't know if I'm going to get all the way over here. And actually, I don't think I have any liquid biofuel either. I'm going to have to buy some, I think. I put it all in my storage area and not. Alright. Nope. I do not have any. Thank God I've got coupons. Liquid biofuel. Oh, cool. How do I go back? Liquid biofuel. And I'm going to buy some turbo fuel too because I have more than enough tickets. There we go. Logistics Mark V. So this belt is going to be able to transport 780 resources per minute. So we're gonna probably set up a temporary aluminum build just that is running aluminum outclad sheets and canisters to a dimensional depot build, because I'm gonna need those to make the belts, but I'll make a proper facility later after I have the Mark III miner.
Milestone reached. Fixit dedicated this milestone to the conveyor belt and lift Mark V. They may be implying that your factory could be further optimized. While they are correct, I believe they are setting unreasonable expectations. Having all of humanity very definitely relying on your work is a lot of pressure. It's a good thing I'm here.
It is a good thing you're here, Ada, because, you know, who else would talk down to me so much? So now, with that as well, we can unlock rocket fuel, because we need the empty fluid tank. And if we look at the empty... okay. What? What? I thought I unlocked the empty fluid tank here. Oh, it's here that I unlocked the empty fluid tank. Okay, the empty fluid tank is for volatile liquids and packaged gases. So we're definitely going to need that to package up nitrogen gas, because with the rocket fuel facilities, the nitrogen isn't really close by. So I'm going to need to make a facility dedicated to these empty fluid tanks so I can, you know, transport them all around the world. Same way that I'm doing empty canisters. So the plastic and rubber facility are actually going to turn into a plastic, rubber, fabric, computer, circuit board, and canister facility, with the caveat that I'm also going to be making rocket fuel there as well. And that's going to be over on the coastline, the west coast, which is why I need this well pressurizer. I went ahead and made our gas filters, but I'm actually going to do the control system development first. Let's launch this bad boy.
Milestone reached. Several parts more efficient and powerful than the human brain can now be made, to compensate for many deficiencies otherwise encountered in future development efforts. The blender enables you to mix and/or combine parts and fluids for more complex recipes. Most importantly, project part number 6, the assembly director system, should be produced and delivered to the space elevator as soon as possible.
Of course it will be, Ada. You know it will be. So we need to look up the radio control unit. So this is going to take computers, crystal oscillators, and the aluminum casings. Of course, we're not making the aluminum casings just yet, but we will be. And then the supercomputer, computers, which we're not making, AI limiters, which we are, high-speed connectors, which we're not making, and plastic, which we are making. So all of these things we can get, and we're going to need, if I remember correctly, we need 90 supercomputers, 50 radio control units, 100 radio control units, and 90 supercomputers. So I'm going to get working on probably just manually crafting those for right now, and then we're going to get everything we need for endgame stuff. Let's go ahead and unlock the hazmat suit and our last 3 inventory slots. It's kind of sad we only get 3 more, unless they're unlocked in tier 9, which would be awesome.
Milestone reached. The hazmat suit protects the wearer from radiation by consuming iodine-infused filters. You may find this protection essential if you are going to finally get around to saving humanity. I previously gave you compliments in an attempt to inspire you, but it might have given you the wrong idea. I will definitely be totally honest with you from this moment on. Here is a demonstration of a truthful compliment. That suit looks like it was made for you. Because it was.
I don't think she's going to be honest with me at all. So it would actually make sense if we got 3 more inventory slots somewhere. So that way this was just a full page. So maybe we will get 3 more. Which would be awesome because I don't see it in here anywhere. Unless it's on tier 9. If it's on tier 9, that would make sense. Oh my gosh, now... Actually, while we're doing this, I still, since I'm unlocking so many new recipes, we have hard drives to get alternates. So the last couple things on the MAM here, we got the rocket fuel, the ionized rocket fuel, of course, the nuclear deterrent development, which is the nuke novelist. Power slugs, we're not going to get this because time crystals is unlocked in tier 9. And then alien technology, we will not get the alien power matrix until tier 9 as well. So I'm guessing in tier 9 we get 3 more inventory slots somewhere, which would be awesome. But that's the end of tier 7. Let's go ahead and take a look at what it takes to make our hazmat suit, because we will need one, as we're going to be playing with so much uranium. Hey, we can make 8 of them. Cool. I only need 1, but we're going to make some. We're going to make the gas mask as well. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and make a gas mask. Actually, I'm going to make a couple of these. 1, 2. I'm going to make another hazmat suit as well, just so I can throw it in our dimensional depot. Because I want to have these available to me in case I die. Now, with the ionized filters, I can make 50 of them, which I think I will do. I think I'm just going to make 50 of these, keep them on me at all times, just in case, because I'll put on the gas mask, and I'll have the gas filters. I'll make 50 of those. I'll make 50 ionized infused filters to save me from radiation and gas, just in case I get into a bit of a sticky situation. Next on the list is going to be in Tier 8 Aeronautical Engineering, which is going to give us the drones, and that's going to be awesome. I'm going to load that up, and then just while I have the time, I figured I would grab enough stuff to load up these as well, because I ended up making a little bit extra on the supercomputers. Oh, wait, no, I didn't. No, I wish you could take things out. Okay, well, now I'm gonna have to make more. God damn it, man. It's fine, everything's fine. Okay, we need some more fused modular frames. Don't have enough of those to get us to the end here, and then we definitely don't have enough turbo motors either to get the Hover Pack Mark IV. I'm actually going to hold on to those turbo motors because I'm going to need those for the Miner Mark III. I'm going to need fused modular frames as well. But right now, we're just going to do the drone and the drone port.
Milestone reached. Drones provide automated low-capacity aerial transport between drone stations. Stations need to be supplied with any kind of fuel for the drones to function. Fixit had several restrictions in place prohibiting creative use of drones. I have since removed those because I think no pioneer would ever misuse Fixit property right under their noses. Especially since everything is recorded.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't do that, Ada. No need to worry. Advanced aluminum production, waiting for resources. What are we waiting on? Oh, we're waiting on wire. I was like, why is that waiting for resources? There's so much in here. Oh, I got the cool one. Did you see the fist? The first time.
Milestone reached. The resource well pressurizer and extractor can harvest nitrogen, crude oil, and water from underground wells. Nitrogen, being a gas, does not need pumps for pipeline transportation. Fixit does not process most of your metrics, but I do. According to Fixit predictions, you are exploiting this planet with unexpected efficiency. They did always struggle to see the true potential of things. Nothing about you is unexpected to me, and therefore you are performing exactly as expected.
Well, thank you, Ada. Yeah, so that fist to hit the button, I'm pretty sure it only shows up one time for your milestones, and it can be anywhere in between from tier 0 like all the way to tier 9. That's the first time I've gotten it though in this playthrough. I think in update 8 I got it like 3 or 4 times, but I think that's changed now. So anyways, nuclear power, we're all set up here. I'm not gonna go for nuclear power just yet. I want to get the rocket fuel plant going and get that done. And then, because I want to make a rocket fuel plant not only for like fuel generators and stuff, but I want to have like some turbo fuel being streamed off and packaged and put into sinks and put into the dimensional depot. Same thing with rocket fuel, so I can use that for my jetpack constantly. And then leading edge production will be next. I actually do have enough supercomputers now. I made some of those. Particle enrichment, I don't have enough cooling systems or fused modular frames, but I can make those, and then same thing with the hover pack. I'll make all of these things so that way I have them available, and hopefully we'll close out tier 8 by the end of today. Now that I've gone through and gotten a couple empty, wherever they are, there we go, empty fluid tanks, I just made enough so that way we can unlock the rocket fuel. And I had to buy some more turbo fuel. For some reason, I used one somewhere. I'm so excited. Rocket fuel!
Rocket fuel unlocked. Pioneers will be able to use rocket fuel in the fuel generator and any vehicle that uses fuel, including the jetpack, with appropriate results. Warning: mixing rocket fuel into coffee does not enhance its energizing effect.
Oh, it should. Alright, actually, I'm gonna buy a couple of these because, number one, preferred package rocket fuel! Alright, but then, what I want to do is get this ionized. It's gonna take 100 power shards, which is so many.
Ionized fuel unlocked. The origin story of this extremely efficient type of fuel was so fascinating it resulted into a new joke. I will tell the most popular version. A cow, power slug, and rocket scientist walk into a bar. The rocket scientist wants a milkshake, and so transportation was forever changed. Any historical inaccuracies have been removed by the Fixit Department of Historical Reinterpretation.
I don't get the joke. Like, at all. But anyways, we have ionized rocket fuel now, so I'm gonna go ahead and buy some of that as well. I'm running out of power. I'm running out of coupons here. That's fine. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna take this all the way up to the top here, so that way we can check out. I've never used the ionized rocket fuel, and I'm excited. I just want to see how... I've used the rocket fuel, and the rocket fuel's fucking sweet. So let's see. We're going to be using packaged rocket fuel. You can get so high. I love rocket fuel. Look at this. Look at how high we are. That's with one canister. This is definitely a death fall. Alright, now let's try the ionized. Pretty good. I think I almost can get higher with the ionized. Which I thought that the rocket fuel had the best upward trajectory, but maybe ionized does? Man, that's fucking cool. That is so cool. Because I thought that ionized was best for, like, it had the best, like, side to side and, like, overall control. And I know that it lasts longer than rocket fuel. Maybe it doesn't have as quick of an upward velocity as rocket fuel does. But that's pretty sweet. Ionized rocket fuel, man. I like it. All right, we're going to keep going with our hard drives. We got 40 more to go. I think there's either it's an exact amount or you have like 1 or 2 extra hard drives to scan by the time you get completely done with the game now. That's it. So off camera, I went through and made enough supercomputers, fused modular frames, cooling systems, and everything else to get our well, not enough turbo motors. Almost enough. I said I was going to save them, but I can't actually make the turbo motors yet. Yeah, I need this one. I was gonna say, I knew I was forgetting something. Here we go. Turbo motors and our Miner Mark III, so we can start playing the game.
The Miner Mark III provides top-of-the-line resource extraction potential, making it even easier to contribute to project assembly. Project part number 8, the thermal propulsion rocket, is the most complex project part of this phase as it requires turbo motors, and thus requires your best. Fix It didn't think pioneers such as you could get this far. I am glad we have both proven them wrong.
So all those turbo motors I got were just from going around and collecting the hard drives. So I need 112 more. I'm going to make those real quick. And when we come back, we'll do another milestone. The freighter is back. We have enough turbo motors now. We got enough of everything for nuclear power, particle enrichment, and our Hover Pack Mark IV. I'm going to get the Hover Pack Mark IV right now because I want to try it. No cool thing from Ada on that one. Okay, so we need aluminum outclad sheets, turbo motors, fused modular frames, and cooling systems. That makes sense. Alright, so let's see. This is the Mark III, as fast as it goes. And this is the Mark IV. Not a ton faster, but definitely faster. I mean, you can go pretty quickly on this thing. How far away can I get? Hang on, I gotta get away from the alien power augmenters. Okay, so the best power nub is gonna be right there. So if I'm directly on the other side of it... Alright. So... about right here. I can still go up really far. I mean, that's really high, number one. And I'm still pretty far away from the power pole. Like, damn, that's pretty cool. All right. Yeah, holy crap, you fall a long way. So, let me go ahead and grab one of these. We're going to put this on Zoop. I'm going to see how far I can get. Alright, so about right here. So I can actually go about 12 foundations away from the latest power pole. Or the closest one. That's pretty good. That's what I was hoping for. It'd be cool if you could combine the Mark III or both mods, so that way you could go 12 away with the Mark IV hover pack, but if you also had a Mark III power pole that you were connecting to, you could go even further. That would be sweet. Alright, I'm going to put all of this good stuff into my dimensional depot because I don't need it as of right now. And when the pod returns, we will do nuclear power and particle enrichment, and then we'll be done with Tier 8. Alright, our freighter is back. We're going to unlock nuclear power.
Milestone reached. The nuclear power plant produces dangerous radioactive nuclear waste. Fix-It reminds you that any extra limbs resulting from exposure to radiation are also contracted to work on project assembly. Fix-It also reminds you that willful exposure to radiation will not result in any bonuses regardless of how many functional limbs it produces. Project part number 7, the magnetic field generator, should enter production as soon as possible. Any unnecessary delays will be noted.
Alright, we got 15 minutes to wait for our pod to return, and then we'll get particle enrichment, which is going to allow us to produce the plutonium fuel rod, which is huge. So that's how we're going to get rid of our nuclear waste. And then the plutonium fuel rod, if you use it to power your drones, actually does not produce plutonium waste, which is fucking sweet. Because making the fixonium in phase 4 or tier 9 is just not worth it from the math that I've seen. Basically, if you go through the process of making fixonium fuel rods, all of the machines that it takes to make them, it balances out pretty much like a 1-to-1 with putting them in the nuclear generator. So like it takes so much to make the fixonium that you only produce enough from the fixonium to basically make it again, which is fine if you want that challenge. However, it is kind of a resource sink. It takes up a lot of the planet's resources to make the fixonium that you will need for potentially other stuff. So instead, I'm just going to use the plutonium fuel rods to power my drones. They are the best, most efficient fuel source for the drones. So from what I calculated it out, it would take a drone less than 1 fuel rod to go from the right corner of the map, like all the way up here, all the way down to the left corner of the map. It would take less than 1 plutonium fuel rod to get all the way down there. I can't remember exactly what it is, but they're also the fastest. It would only take like 3 minutes to get from here all the way down here, which is massive. So I'm going to produce those so that way I can use them to power all of my drones. This is it. The end of Tier 8 particle enrichment to get our nitric acid, which is essential to the rocket fuel plant, our plutonium fuel rod, essential to our drones, and nuclear pasta for our last phase 4 part.
Milestone reached. Project part number 9, nuclear pasta, can be created in the particle accelerator. The accelerator has vast and fluctuating power demands, depending on the recipe, so will need careful integration with your factory. Fix-It does not waste, so nuclear waste can be refined by the particle accelerator into plutonium for reuse in the nuclear power plant. Fun fact: Fix-It psychologists suggest factory designs reflect the minds of their creators in unexpected ways. On an unrelated note, your infrastructural choices have been interesting.
I actually really haven't made that much infrastructure, Ada, so you can shut your face. So that's it for Tier 7 and Tier 8. We are completely done. I don't have anything else to unlock as of right now. I'm going to get started on our rocket fuel power plant, our first rocket fuel power plant. That's going to be over on the west coast using all of the heavy oil residue that's going to be coming out of our plastic, rubber, fabric, computers, and circuit board facility, transitioning all that into rocket fuel so that way we can get a good generator facility going that will propel us all the way into our nuclear power. Then once we have our nuclear power, we'll be good to go and ready for Tier 9. I'll see you there.